Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well today, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade and I post videos over here at least 3 times a week. I've got a vlogging channel too and I post daily over on TikTok. So I hope you're doing very well today. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out the new items from the Revolution IRL range. So they brought out a Revolution IRL concealer and an IRL setting powder, so I'm really excited to try them. As you may know if you've been here before, the IRL foundation is my absolute go-to makeup product. So I have really high expectations for this and I'm extremely excited to give it a go. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a lovely little comment in that comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. Without further ado, let's just get started. I've got you guys all zoomed in and we are ready to go. So normally I'd go in with the IRL foundation, as I said, it's my absolute favourite. But I thought for a change today, I'm going to use the Conceal and Define one. It's still by Revolution, just a different formula. I do really like this one as well. I do prefer the IRL, but I don't think I can flaw this at all. It's really nice. So first I'm going to show you what we've got and then we're going to get started with it. So to start off with, I have the IRL concealer. I don't know why, but I've just been having a feeling for a while we were going to bring something like this out and I'm so excited to try it. So this is the IRL Filter Finish Concealer. It's a soft matte concealer, oil free and detox. It's breathable, 16 hour and long wear. So it sounds exactly like the foundation to me. The packaging is very similar, very on theme. Absolutely love it. So I'm just going to open it up. I got this in the shade C3. It's also supposed to be waterproof, by the way. I wasn't sure what shade to go for in this because every concealer I've bought from Revolution as a C3 shade. Like the Fast Base one, the Conceal and Define one, like every single one I've bought has been in the shade C3. But I did a shade match on the website with the current one I use and the e.l.f. one that I use, and it said that I should get C7. And I just felt really dark and a really big jump between C3 and C7. So I went for C3 in the end anyway. This is what the shade looks like. Let's open it up. It's got a really nice like matte lid. I really like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the shade to start off with. But this dofer, I really like it. It reminds me a little bit of the KVD Good Apple Concealer. The dofer on that one, because it's like, it just goes off at a little slant. I really like that. That is so interesting. Okay, we're going to do a foundation soon, but I'm just going to show you the powder first. So this is the IRL Filter 2-in-1 Translucent Powder. So it only came in that shade, it didn't have like any other shades. So it says it's supposed to blur and mattify, and I always really struggle with my under eyes being quite puffy, so they can really stand out quite a lot, so I try to conceal them quite a lot and then powder them, so hopefully this will help. It says it's a soft focus powder. So let's have a look, let's get into these. These are all PETA approved and they weren't too expensive, to be fair. I think they were quite online with the rest of the IRL range of the prices of that. So far I've got the setting spray. Obviously I've got the concealer and powder now and the foundation. I've also got one of their lip liners and I've got the primer. So I want to do like a full face just using IRL products soon because I think that'd be kind of cool. So as I said before, it's a 2-in-1 powder, which is interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it really reminds me of the Glam one. So I've got the Glam powder, which looks like just like this. It's plastic, if I'm honest. The lid does feel quite flimsy. It doesn't feel like the strongest thing in the world, but it's more about the actual product performance itself. It looks kind of cool when you open it up. It makes me feel kind of like retro. I don't really know why. I think it's because the size of the mirror, the shape of the mirror. I don't know if you can see, let's try to get it to focus on there. You can't see it on camera, but it does have an imprint of IRL across there. I tried to get it to focus, then it makes everything go really dark. But yeah, that's what it's got there. You've got like a little mirror, that, and then you can open it up and you've got some loose powder as well, which is really good. I do think for the size of it, you don't want to get as much product. Like in here, it actually just goes up to there, so it's not like loads compared to the actual size of the product itself. But I'm excited to get started. So I'm going to start off with the foundation. As I said before, just using the Conceal and Define. This one is in the shade F5. With the foundations, I felt like I've gone quite a lot of different shades. So I started off with F7 for the IRL one. And then, because I'm now tanning a lot more, I say that and I'm so pale today. You can see it on my neck a bit, but I need to re-tan, so I need to do my face tan and then do my body as well tonight. But because I was quite tanned, I decided to move to a darker foundation because the foundation was okay for my skin, but it was a little bit light, if anything, anyway. And then with me going in and starting to tan again, it just got to the point where I was like, right, I'm having to add loads of bronzer just to make this match my neck and the rest of my body. So I decided to move down a few shades a little bit darker, and now I'm on F10 and it is perfection. Like, it is so perfect. I do quite like this one, but again, I could probably go with going a few shades darker. It does match my natural skin tone, but when I tan again, I'll have to like deepen it up a bit. It's a really nice foundation. That is really nice. I'm just using the Glam foundation brush to blend this in. I really like this brush. I said before in a video, I just love all of my Glam brushes. Like, I think they're so nice. So now that's all blended in and I'm happy with that, we're going to go in with the concealer, and I'm so excited for this. So as I said before, the doe looks insane. Like, it looks really cool. I love the angle of it. I feel like it's going to be really good for ease of application. Just going to grab a mirror. I feel like I always use this palette for a mirror. It's my Wonka bar from Glam. Always use this. So I'm just going to start under my eye there. Okay, I think that's a good shade. Put a little bit up there. The application is really nice. Feels really smooth. I'm going to put a little bit on this blemish here, because this one just is really out there today. I actually found a new blemish cream and it is absolutely amazing. I used it on this blemish that was like, it was one of those where it's nearly there. Like, give it another 12 hours and it'll be like really out there. So I used it and then it literally just completely disappeared. So I've kind of learned that I need to use that on stuff before I like start messing with them at all. Okay, the colour feels really nice. The texture feels really nice. Feels quite thick, which is good. This is it all applied. I'm going to start to blend it in. I thought we could try blending it in with a sponge and we could try with a brush, but I think I'm probably going to favour sponge, especially for this kind of formula. This is the sponge we're going to use, which is from Nia Cosmetics. From Nia. Really like this one. I'm just going to go in under my eyes and start to blend it out. That is quite nice, you know. I feel like I should have probably used a tiny bit more product under my eyes. Spread it out a bit better. But I do like it. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't feel like it's done a lot for my blemish there. But it is quite a... it is quite a dark one. It's really out there. Love the way on my chin. Let's see it on my nose if it helps kind of like sculpt my nose. I feel like concealer helps to contour your nose because it kind of makes the shadows, and I don't know, I just feel like it does. Yeah, I like that on my nose. That's really nice. Let's just keep going in with this. It's okay under my eyes. Do you know, I do quite like that. I think I'm going to add a little bit to my other eye because I think this eye looks a lot better than this one. I just don't think I applied enough, but I actually really like that. I think it's actually quite smooth from under eye out. Okay. You can see the puffiness there though. There's not a lot I can do about that. A little bit more here as well, because why not? I just don't think I had enough on this eye. So I should have probably done one eye with a beauty blender and then the other eye with a brush to see the difference. But I've just been into using a beauty blender recently. I do have a really nice Real Techniques brush for doing your under eyes. It's one of the, it's kind of like an eye brush, but it's really thick and quite fluffy, but it works really nicely. Do you know what? I like that. Yeah, I think that's really helped conceal. I do really like that. Again, it's not done the best job of my blemish, but the rest of my face, like my nose, my under eyes, my chin, that has done a really good job. Okay, time for the powder. Quite excited for this one. As we've seen before, this is the packaging. I'm going to go in for my under eye. I'm going to use this powder beauty blender. Then for the other one, I'm just going to use a brush. So I'm going to tap into this. Oh wow, it's very... There's a lot of products. It comes off very easily. That's quite good. With my Glam one, I feel like I've got to go in a few times with the product just to get some on my sponge. But I've literally just tapped into that like one, maybe twice, and it's just got a lot on there already. Okay. That is a really, I want to say pigmented. I don't know if you can say a powder's pigmented. Yeah. Yeah. I really like that. If you can see how it's smoothed out my under eye there. So I've got a little bit here that kind of just like flops. Just kind of flops down. This one is just like completely smoothed that out. Get a little bit closer. Can you see the difference with that little bit there? That's really helped to smooth that out. Okay, okay, this is exciting. I like this. As I've said so many times in this video and previous videos, my biggest insecurity is my under eyes. It is the one thing that I feel like no matter what I do, I can't really fix them, and they're always just there and really standing out and just makes me feel very insecure. So a product like this is something that can really help to boost your confidence and just make you feel so much better about yourself. I really like it. I actually think that's really nice. That really has helped to brighten my under eyes. Still a little bit puffy, but makeup isn't really going to help that. So I really like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to use the other powder afterwards because I want to be able to like sculpt and things like that. So I'm going to go in firstly with my bronzer. I'm just going to use one of my natural everyday kind of like makeup routines just to make it work with the rest of the makeup. So I'm just using the Love Island bronzer in the shade Vacation. I do really like this one. It's very pigmented. I'm gonna bring it down. Get a little bit more. Do you know what? I'm really impressed with that duo of the concealer and the under eye powder. I'm really impressed by that. I think they've actually gone really well together. I'm getting more excited to do a full IRL face soon. I want them to bring out like a blush and a bronzer and like a highlight, and I want them to bring literally a full face out because I've loved every single thing I've tried so far by it. The primer is absolutely unreal. It's like a dupe for the Yves Saint Laurent one. Like, it's just absolutely amazing. See, I know that it's done really well because I nearly forgot to bronze my nose because it's done quite a good job of like helping to contour and sculpt my nose as that concealer alone. Okay, gonna leave it like that for that. I'm gonna go in with my blush now. The blush that I'm gonna use is this one here. It's the Glam Love Cake blush. It's so nice. And I'm not gonna take too much. I'm just gonna get a little bit there and a little bit there. I actually feel like this makeup base is looking so flawless. And I do think it's due to the products that we've used. They've just blended so beautifully into each other. I actually can't get over my under eyes. I'm actually feeling really confident with my under eyes looking like this. So we're just going to tap into this. To be fair, I should have done all my base makeup before doing my under eye powder. I didn't really think that through. So the blush is not really going to blend as well because I've already powdered. But it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I'll just learn. I feel like that was not really thought through. I just kind of got excited and used it. Just try to blend this out a little bit more because if you can see, it's really patchy like there. Literally there's really patchy. Same on the other side just because I applied the powder before I applied the rest of my products, which I wasn't really thinking. Let's just try and get it to blend a bit nicer. Okay, that's a bit better. So yeah, I should have really thought that through, but I didn't. Okay, so this is how it's looking, which I really like. I am now going to go in with some highlight, just a little bit of highlight. I'm going to use this one by e.l.f. because it's really nice. It's from their Duo. And which shade is it? Does it say? No, it don't say the shade. But it's really pretty. It's a really nice light colour. Just a little bit on there. And same thing on the side. And then a little bit down the centre of my nose as well. So just a little bit of highlight. I like that, that's really pretty. So we're going to go in with the other one, which is this one on the bottom here. I've already taken the sticker off to make it a bit easier. And I'm going to go in with this one. Do you know what? The only thing that I find a little bit annoying, not annoying, but I feel like it's a little bit not as practical, is that it's just loose. It's just loose. That did not just happen. So one thing I find really annoying is it's loose, like you don't get like a protector cap on it or anything, so I feel like this could be very, very messy very, very easily. So you do not get any sort of like protector that you can like close and open, and yeah, I find that kind of annoying. I wish I'd just kept the sticker and put the sticker back on, but I don't feel like you do get loads of powder in here if I'm completely honest. Let's see what it's like. Let's just like brush my brush in there. I'm just using this Real Techniques buffing brush. Okay, that's quite nice. Just put a little bit down the centre of my nose, bit on my chin. I'm not really doing any heavily sculpting today, so you can't see it as well. But I feel like it's really brought on my chin, brought on my nose up. I think that's quite nice. Personally, the bottom one, I don't feel like it's anything like special, but it is still really nice. It's a really nice powder. Top one I absolutely love. I feel like it's really, really, really doing it for me. But to be fair, I'm not a massive like general powder girl. I like under eye powders and that's about it. So that is it. That is my full video testing the new items from the Revolution IO range. So their new concealer and their new setting powder. I really enjoyed this. I do think the concealer is really, really nice. Top setting powder is beautiful. Look at the way that's just absolutely made it just flawless. I just really like it. So yeah, I'm not as fond of the bottom one, but I think that's just because it didn't feel like it was anything special. But I'm not massively into those kind of powders. Like I don't really use loose powders anymore. I used to all the time. I used to use the Huda Beauty one all the time, but now I just don't. I don't know why. I don't know if I just got a bit lazy in my routine, but I just don't really use them. But that is it. That is the full review. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me, as well as leave me a lovely little comment down below to read later on. And please do subscribe to my channel because it means so much to me. But that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye!